Hello, we're going to make a video, and this video will demonstrate connecting to a machine on the ECE HPC Linux platform using the x2goclient software. The specific computer we will connect to will be ECE HPC06.cc.lehigh.edu. When using x2go on the ECE HPC platform, you will connect directly to the workstation that you wish to use. On some other platforms, there are gateway machines that you go into, and then you have to transfer over to the machine that you want to work on. Excuse me. In this particular scenario, you go directly to the machine that you'll be working on. In order to access the computers on the ECE HPC Linux platform, you need to be on the Lehigh network, or if connecting from off campus, you will need to use the Lehigh VPN. The computer we will work on is connected to Lehigh's network with Lehigh VPN. Prior to this video, I installed the x2goclient software. If you have any questions or need more information, please do not hesitate to contact me. Okay, so I've started up the x2go software, and what we're going to do is put in the information to make the connection. So the first thing I need to do is up here where it says session name is put in some text that describes the connection. This will be used for the little icon it makes in order to accurately describe what the icon represents. So I'll call it ECE HPC 06, and the host name will be ECE-HPC06.cc.lehigh.edu, and I'm going to go in with a test login ID I have, and that's x2goclient. You would put in the login ID that you received when you initially got your ID and password for the ECE HPC Linux platform. So when you log in with this, it's going to return a desktop back to your device that you're logging in from, and the default device that we want to use is XFCE. You can use Mate too. Mate will work fine. XFCE is a little bit more lightweight, and the other thing with XFCE is it tends to have fewer problems in terms of hanging up and not closing correctly. The Mate desktop will occasionally hang, and then you have to address it and get it unhung before you can productively log in again. Okay, so and again, I have connected to the VPN. I'm actually working off campus. So I'll go ahead and click OK. And what that does is that creates a little icon or entry here on the ECE x2go client software. In order to log into the machine, I'll click on the black text here that I put that describes the that little icon or that little dialog box, and it came up with my ID. Now I'm going to put my password in. Okay, I put my password in, and so the very first time you go into the server from a different machine with your ID, it sends back this message saying that the server is unknown. What it wants to do is it wants to give you the public half of an encryption key, and go ahead and click yes. And now it's working on connecting. And this can take a second sometimes to connect, but once you connect, everything will be reasonably fast. Okay, so it came back, and here's the screen that it came back with, and that's what the XFCE desktop looks like. And so one of the things that you'll want to do when you come in is you want to get a terminal, and the easiest way to get a terminal is do a right click on the middle of the screen and then say Open Terminal here. Oh, the other thing that may happen the first time you come in, it'll have something about setting up your XFCE. Just click Default, and that'll give you a screen similar to what you see here. And there's also a little terminal that shows up down here in the bottom. You can also click on that and use that. So we'll go ahead and click on the one down there. And what we can do now is just to test and make sure that we can get graphics back to our computer, we're going to run a program that should return some graphics. And the program we'll run is called GNOME. Let me see if I'll make this a little bit bigger here. And the other thing you can do with the terminal, you'll see here, I'm going to grab the little corner and I'm going to pull it. You can make this desktop bigger. Okay. And there we go. So I'm going to type GNOME dash system dash monitor, and I'll hit enter, and there it brings back a GUI to my desktop. You see, that's pretty quick actually. I'm working from off campus, so in order to, what I can do here is what this will do is this will show like the number of CPUs and how much CPU activity is going on, a little bit in terms of how much memory is being used. Anyways, we'll go ahead and close this GUI. It looks like it's working. And once I'm done on the machine and done doing my work, it's always a good idea to log out to prevent things from getting hung. So I'll go ahead and click log out. And it doesn't, if you click shut down, that you're not going to shut the machine down. So yeah, just always just click log out, and then when you come back, you're good. So that's what it takes to log in using the x2go client. I hope this was helpful, and thanks for listening.